Character is the type of person we are.
I'd say character is
how you come across.
I describe character as the
virtues that make up your personality.
It comes from you.
It's the way that you act.
what people see you as.
Character is the ability to understand people on an emotional and intellectual level and understand their viewpoints.
So what is character? I think it's best to start with personality. Each of us has got a distinct personality profile, but some of that profile is genetic and difficult to change, for example, whether we are introvert or extrovert. However, within personality, there is a subset of traits that we call character. So character refers to that part of personality which can be evaluated from a moral point of view and which is amenable to reasoning, to upbringing, to coaching. This is why we talk about character education rather than personality education. Virtues are the qualities that help us to respond well to the challenges that we meet within life. Each virtue is made up of various different components. So, for example, we need to notice the right things, we need to feel the right emotions, we need to be motivated to do the right things, and in the end, obviously, we need to do the right things. And the virtues are not just skills. I mean, the skills are based on our personal values. The virtues are different. Their value is universal. They are valuable in and by themselves because they help human beings to flourish. Character is an important impact factor on how well we do in life. It's important to note that character is not inborn. It's shaped and formed originally through our relationship with our primary caregivers, and then when we go to school, through our associations with our peers and our teachers. People often ask, so should character be taught or just caught? For me, that's a false dichotomy. It should ideally both be taught and caught. If schools all around the world focus on the character development of students, then the missing piece, the missing element in education can't be provided.
Well, it's not really easy to force a person to change their character, like you have to do this, you have to do that. It's kind of like you get taught the virtues.
It can actually be influenced, I think, character a lot in schools. It's where you spend most of your time as a child.
I think it can be taught, but not in the conventional sense of someone stands in front of you talking. It's something that I think that needs to be learnt through experience.
When I'm asked, can you teach character? Of course, it would be incredibly difficult to teach young people to be honest or, say, resilient by sitting them in the classroom for 40 minutes. But certainly, there are things that you can do within a school that will help young people to develop those sorts of virtues through the whole process of education. It's actually very difficult to get to grips with the term character until you actually start to talk about what I would call the building blocks of character, which is the virtues. And when you start to talk about these virtues, you can start to talk about the types of character qualities that we think schools should prioritise. And we can break these virtues down into different sorts of types. So absolutely a crucial type of virtues is the moral virtues. These are virtues such as honesty and compassion and integrity and humility and gratitude. The virtues that really enable you to do the right thing at the right time. And then there's another type called performance virtues. These are the types of virtues that might be things such as resilience and teamwork and leadership and communication. We can talk about civic virtues such as service and volunteering and good citizenship. And then a final type would be intellectual virtues, things such as curiosity and communication. And it's actually all of these types of virtues that come together to form someone's character. Perhaps the most important virtue is actually the virtue of phronesis, which could be perhaps called a meta-virtue, which ties all the other virtues together. It allows you to do the right thing at the right time in the right place in the right amount when, say, two or more different virtues collide. Because what's important is encouraging young people to think about the different scenarios or dilemmas or experiences that they actually face day in, day out. And they call for good judgment, for wisdom to be shown when displaying the different virtues. A lot of who we are, who we become, is shaped by our experience at school, by the people we meet, the opportunities that we get involved with, the experiences we have. The transformative possibilities of going to a school that really puts a strong focus on character and character education can be immensely powerful and, I would argue, life-changing for many young people.